Hello everybody, it's Sunday. I'm here for our reading from the Good News Bible. So we're going to pick up where we left off. Well, let's see here. Abram rescues Lot. 4 kings, Amraphel of Babylonia, Arioch of Elasur, Chedorlaomer of Elam, Tidal of Golim, went to war against 5 other kings, Bera of Sodom, Bersha of Gomorrah, Shinab of Admah, Shemeber of Zeboim, and the king of Bela or Zor. These 5 kings had formed an alliance and joined forces in Siddim Valley, which is now the Dead Sea. They had been under the control of Chedorlaomer for 12 years, but in the 13th year they rebelled against him. In the 14th year, Chedorlaomer and his allies came with their armies and defeated the Rephaim and Ashtaroth. Karnaim, the Zuzimham, the Emim in the plain of Carithium, and the Harathes in the mountain of Edom, pursuing them as far as Elparim on the edge of the desert. Then they turned around and came back to Kadesh, then known as Emishvat. They conquered all the land of Amalekites and defeated the Amorites who lived in Hazazon Tamar. Then the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, Adam, Zeboim, and Bela drew up their arms for battle in Siddim Valley and fought against the kings of Elam, Goim, and Babylonia, and Elasar. 5 kings against 4. The valley was full of tar pits, and when the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah tried to run away from the battle, they fell in the pits, but the other 3 kings escaped to the mountains. The 4 kings took everything to Sodom and Gomorrah, including the foot, and went away. Lot, Abram's nephew, was living in Sodom, so they took him and all his possessions. But a man escaped and reported all this to Abram, the Hebrew, who was living near the sacred trees belonging to Mamre, the Amorite. Mamre and his brothers Eshcol and Aner were Abram's allies. When Abram heard that his nephew had been captured, he called together all the fighting men in his camp, 318 in all, and pursued the 4 kings all the way to Dan. There he divided his men into groups and attacked the enemy by night and defeated them. He chased them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus, and got back all the loot that had been taken. He also brought back his nephew Lot and his possessions, together with the women and other prisoners. Melchizedek blesses Abram. When Abram came back from his victory over Chedorlaomer and the other kings, the king of Sodom went out to meet him in Shaveh Valley, also called King's Valley. And Melchizedek, who was the king of Salem, and also brought most of the high God, brought bread and wine to Abram, blessed him, and said, "May the Most High God, who made heaven and earth, bless Abram. May the Most High God, who gave you victory over your enemies, be praised." And Abram gave Melchizedek 1/10 of all the loot he had recovered. Melchizedek. The king of Sodom said to Abram, "Keep the loot, but give me back all my people." Abram answered, "I solemnly swear before the Lord, the Most High God, maker of heaven and earth, that I will not keep anything of yours, not even a thread or small strap. Then you can never say, 'I am the one who made Abram rich.' I will take nothing for myself. I will accept only what my men have used. But let my allies, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre, take their share." That is our good news reading for today. I think I need new batteries. It's getting a little dim. I know, because I'm struggling to read again. That was, I guess in every lifetime there's wars of some sort. And they have to be fought, even when we don't really want them to be. But you know, I guess they have to be. I know in my own personal life, my son is in the military. My husband's a veteran. My son had to go, well, one of my sons joined the military at 17. And I remember people saying to me, how could you let your son join the military, you know, blah, 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 and all this. And, you know, it's like, well, you know, he could do a lot of worse things. He's protecting our country, and I'm proud of that. He did end up after, I don't know, 8 years, ended up going over to Afghanistan. And I'm not gonna lie, I was scared, you know. But, you know, at the same time, I was proud that he had chosen to defend our country, you know. He's still in. You hope that wars never happen. Sadly, they do. And there's always people, you know, innocent lives that get lost. And it's a hard thing. I guess what I'm trying to say all in all is that things, unfortunately, wars have to be fought and we have to be protected. And, you know, when he said he just wanted what, at the end he wanted just what his men took. And in my son, you know, I think even my husband, they never want to be they don't really like recognition for it. I probably boast more about them than they wanted me to boast about them. But I'm proud of them, you know, for doing what they do and keeping us all safe. And but they never want anything. They never want anything more. You know, they don't want people to sit there and, you know, my husband gets, when people say thank you to him, he appreciates it, of course, but he gets uncomfortable because he never knows what to say. And he just doesn't want to be recognized, I guess. He just likes to keep it low-key, and my son's the same way. They're both Army. But it kind of made me think of that, because that's how, my husband will tell you, you know, there's things that he could get as, you know, a veteran, and he was like, no. I didn't join for that, you know. I didn't join for that, and he doesn't want that. And everything my son does, you know, my son works, he works, you know, in addition to being in the military, he also works for the post office, you know, so he works as well. They just don't, if you didn't know they were in the military, either one of them, you probably would never know. And that's just the way it is. And, you know, even for myself, I belong to the American Legion. I belong to USO. I belong to Blue Star Mothers. And we do everything to help veterans, you know. And I always try to keep in my mind, if I can give back a little bit of what they've done for me and my family and for everyone, then I'm doing something, you know. And I guess, in a sense, that's even with this ministry, I guess, when I think of it now, which it didn't occur to me before, God gave his son, and he gave his life for us. So when I'm doing something like this, when I'm, you know, spreading the word of God, when we're all spreading the word, even if we share a post from our page, it's just like we're sharing something to everybody else. And if we're giving back, we're saying thank you. And if we, you know, if we help somebody, if we touch one person, or maybe somebody, you know, could hear something that we share, and who knows? I mean, I don't know. They could be contemplating death. Who knows? You know, we don't know what goes on in people's lives. But even for my own self, just me doing this every day has saved me from a very dark hole I was in after my mom passed away, you know. So I guess I'm so sorry. But I guess when we're doing things like that, you know, even what we're doing right now, though it's not a war, I guess sometimes it can feel like that, because a lot of times, especially these days, faith, Catholic faith, it gets attacked for what we believe and what we feel. So I guess when we're continuing to spread the word and we're continuing to do what we do, I guess it's kind of in a way us fighting back, not fighting back, but fighting to save our faith and to say, no, you're not going to take it away from us. And, when I look at the pages, like I said, on Instagram and TikTok, there's so few of us out there right now. And probably Facebook, because I don't know how many are on Facebook. I don't think I've ever really looked, but I realized that there is a very small group of us, but together we can become stronger, and together we can keep the word going, and keep our faith going, and keep it going to people. And I guess that's what's really, really important. So, I mean, when you kind of talk about it in this all around place that I started, I guess we're all fighting for something, fighting to keep something alive, keep something going, and not having someone take it away from us. So remember that every time you share anything, even if you share something you find yourself, about Jesus or about God or about Mary or whatever, you're keeping our faith alive, and you're fighting to keep that faith alive. And that's what we do here every day. And I'm pretty proud of that. And we need to keep doing it, because people could shut us down pretty quickly, and we have to just keep going and hope for the best, and hope that people continue to share with us, I guess. I'm one person that started, and I'm sure there's going to be people after me that do too, and that's good. As long as we all keep doing this and we keep the word of God alive, then we're doing something, and we're winning that battle. So with that said, I'm going to let you have the rest of your day. I did, I don't know if anyone saw it, but I completely forgot to post the good news reading. I taped it, but I forgot to post it. But it was my husband's birthday, and I think we had the party, and I think I just went right over my head. Senior moment. Here it comes. So anyway, it is out there, so that I didn't want to lose it. I could have just done one big one today, but I decided to just post that one that I actually deleted, so I had to go dig it out of my deleted videos. But it's there, and we got today's, and we're good. And we're going to start a new week. And I will be back later for the saint of the day as well. So I wish you all a wonderful evening. God bless you all, and I will see you later with the saint of the day. Have a good night.